I have bought a very, very cheap school PC. Now, this has some relevance to me in particular because the computer room in my old secondary school used to have these exact computers. They are HP DX 2420s apparently, which is a very catchy name. And I've opened the side panel here, and this thing is riddled with dust. But you might not believe how much I paid for this system. I paid just £15 for this system. Amazing value. What do we have in here? Well, we have a Pentium E5300, 2 gigs of RAM, and as you can see, there is a lack of any GPU at all. It is a bit of an issue, and using my demonstration of Gary's mod over here, you can see, ignore the fact that I'm downloading the Cybermen, that even at 640 by 480 resolution, either the graphics can't keep up, the hard drive can't keep up, something can't keep up here. I should also mention we are running a 320 gig spinning hard drive. So that's another bottleneck right here. And I don't even want to go into Task Manager to find out what is going on with this. Before going any further and trying to test this system, I want to go straight ahead and put an SSD in this. We're not going to do anything else. We're literally just going to slap an SSD in here and try out a few games and see how good these integrated Intel GMA 3100 graphics are. First of all, let's just pick out an SSD to use. We've got our drawer of hardware here. This card is going to be relevant later, but we're not going to worry about it at the moment. We've got our Windows 10 thing, that will be useful. What have we got here? 2.5 inch 128 gig SSD, that will do. Okay, I'm quite literally gonna go for the laziest way to install an SSD, which is just to shove it in. And there we go. So our SSD is installed. Lovely, so now we've got 128 gigs of solid state storage. Hopefully we're able to speed this system up a little bit by doing that, but to be honest, with our 2 gigs of RAM and our Pentium, not feeling too confident, to be honest. What is that? No, that's not normal. Okay, we finally landed at the desktop. Let's just check out Device Manager. I can immediately tell this system is way more snappy than it was. Don't get me wrong, it's still slow, but it's not being held back by an old mechanical hard drive anymore. So here we go. So for our graphics, we've got Intel G33 or G31. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how that compares to the GMA 950 found in the older MacBooks. We've got our Pentium dual-core CPU E5300 at 2.6 gigahertz and 2 gigs of RAM. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This system is way, way more snappy now. I mean, it genuinely took almost a minute, maybe more, to open Microsoft Edge. Now it takes a couple of seconds. It's a huge difference. All right, while that's going, we are going to try running Halo Combat Evolved. And yeah, because even this should be a challenge for this GPU. So let's give it a go. Okay, so we've got Halo Combat Evolved. Let's get this installed using our built-in beautiful DVD drive. We're just going to launch it as administrator. And it's launching twice, apparently. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's not a good start. I mean, this game was designed for Windows XP, I'm pretty sure, so... Well, I've run into an issue I have never run into before. Halo is not running at all, which is brilliant because of the compatibility. And now Microsoft Store will not close no matter what I do. So, can this PC run Minecraft? The answer is no! It doesn't have OpenGL support, so the game just crashes immediately. That's a bit of an issue. Okay then, let's install Bedrock Edition. And as I said, this computer was, you know, more snappy. It's suddenly becoming not as snappy. Now that I'm actually doing stuff, I think it's probably our 2 gigs of RAM and the fact that it's just trying to download stuff that I'm not asking it to download. This is why I have problems with modern Windows, and it's a big reason why I switched to Mac. Last time I downloaded this, it was about 200 megabytes. I don't know how much bigger the game's got. It's 1.05 gigs now. Wow, okay. So we'll get Minecraft downloaded from the store this time, and then we'll see if that even runs. If this doesn't run, I'm just going to install a graphics card and see if I can get it to run that way. But I am planning on doing another episode of this PC with far bigger upgrades, so stay tuned for that. Okay, we're on the red Minecraft loading screen. Let's see if this does anything, or if it just crashes like it did on the MacBook, because that was also using GMA graphics. Might just be that these graphics don't have support for anything, which is a bit of a problem. Yeah, it's been sat on the screen for a bit now. I don't think it's doing anything. Okay, right, what we're going to do then, because it should hopefully fix the Halo problem as well, is we are going to install a graphics card. Now, I did say this card would be relevant later on in the video. It's the GTX 750 Ti from PC Wars 1, and we're going to install it in here. Ironically, even though this is an older and less powerful card, it will probably still be bottlenecked by this CPU. So yeah, it's probably overkill for this system. Ignore the fact that we've got no back chassis fan now. That's normal. It's just I had to borrow it for another project. You'll see that one soon. All right, our 750 Ti is installed. Let's just go into Device Manager. And as you'll probably see, we've got our NVIDIA GeForce GTX 750 Ti. Let's start with Halo again and see if Halo will even launch this time. In fact, we're going to change the compatibility settings. And still nothing happens. Okay, never mind then. We'll go straight into Minecraft then. Okay, immediately that's better. It's not just showing a red screen, it's actually showing some kind of loading thing, which is pretty good. Okay. The background is lagging. Let's just go maybe later, because it's going to take too long to sign in. Let's just go survival. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. Wow. Huh. So let's see what it's defaulted to. So we've got view bobbing, camera shake, fancy leaves, fancy bubbles, render clouds, beautiful skies, smooth lighting, fancy graphics, and it's given us 9 chunks recommended. Let's change to 60. Oh. Okay, we can only go up to 14 chunks. You know what? I am very impressed. I am really impressed. It's a little bit choppy because we're using 16 render distance. Let's turn that back down to 9. Yeah, look at that. Running at this is probably about 45 FPS. That's really good. Now, obviously, this frame rate is quite low. And yes, this is Bedrock Edition, not... Oh, no, okay, fine. It's carrying on. It is a little bit laggy running around, and that's mostly to do with the loading inside, for definite. I do like this seed though. This is a lovely seed. All right, I've got Task Manager in the corner of the screen so you can see what this system's doing. We've very clearly got a CPU bottleneck. We're running at a solid 91 to 92%, and that's probably the cause of our little frame drops. If I just run down here, cover quite a bit of land quite quickly, you can see it just holds at 90%. And this is in Bedrock Edition as well. So, running Java Edition, I don't think this will be very playable. I'm not going to try that until we do our big upgrades though, because it will just be unusable, and I don't think it'll be a fair test of the CPU. So I think with that being said and done, I'm going to end this video right here, and we are going to do a sequel to this where we really bump this up. We're going to put a new CPU in this, we're going to put new RAM in this, we're going to put a new power supply in this, and we're even going to put quite a beefy graphics card in this. So stay tuned for that next episode. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this one, please do consider leaving it a like and subscribing to the channel to help us grow. And also don't forget to join TechMW's Computing Arcade, otherwise known as the Discord server. It's had a rebrand recently and it's beautiful. If you want to talk to me directly, you can most likely do it there. I'm pretty active on there, so if you want to ask me anything, please feel free to join and have a chat with me on there. I'd love to hear any questions you might have. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next TechMW video.